I'm Jackson Wagner.
And I'm Farah Love, and this is Spoke TV, your source for local and campus news.
It's almost time for Santa Claus to bring presents, but first he had to race across Waterloo Park. Spoke TV's Stephanie Snedden talked to the big guy about how this benefited the Salvation Army.
3, 2, 1, yay!
Christmas is seen as a time of year to help those in need. That's why people in Waterloo region participated in this year's Santa Shuffle, a 5-kilometer fun run for adults, as well as a 1-kilometer elf walk for children. Hundreds of runners showed up to take part in the fundraiser, with all food donations going towards the Salvation Army to feed families this Christmas. Participant Greg Dice, who finished the run first, explains why he decided to partake in this charitable event.
Actually, my whole family, my mom signed us up as like a group, so we're just doing it all together kind of thing. So yeah, I like running anyway, so it's just kind of a benefit, I guess, that it's a fundraiser as well. So I like it. I feel good about Saturday morning accomplishments.
Among the crowd, there were 2 very special guests leading the run. Mr. and Mrs. Claus, longtime volunteers of the Salvation Army, were there to show their support and entertain the crowd.
Santa's been doing it for about, a good 20 years now. And the children asked where Mrs. Claus was. So I used to phone up to the North Pole and talk to them up on the North Pole. And they used to talk to Mrs. Claus. So then I thought, okay, we'll bring Mrs. Claus on board. So I brought her on board.
After the run, volunteers offered refreshments to the runners. Participants also received a special Santa Shuffle medal upon finishing. The Santa Shuffle didn't take place only here in Kitchener, but all across Ontario. It wasn't the first Santa Shuffle that Running Room has put on, and it won't be the last. For Spoke TV, I'm Stephanie Snedden.
Christmas is a time for giving, and although Christmas cheer is normally loud enough for all to hear, that wasn't the case at the silent auction Huron Heights put on for a family in need. Patricia Lico has more.
Students at Huron Heights Secondary School had a lesson in caring last Wednesday when they held their annual silent auction. The school hoped to raise money for the Guzekis, a local family who recently fell upon hard times when their son was born premature and mother Laura was diagnosed with a brain tumor. Laura Guzecki made a surprise appearance at the event and was amazed by the amount of support her family received.
It's pretty amazing how huge a few months can make something.
Coordinator of the event, Sheila Weidinger, explains how her class chose the Guzecki family in particular.
So what I do is I bring in different suggestions into the classroom as to families that might be in need, and we kind of as a class vote as to who we would like to help. And this family, the Guzecki family, was featured in the Cambridge Times back in September. And actually one of my staff members brought it in as a possible suggestion.
The auction received over 300 donations of items worth over $16,000. Matt Kober, a student involved in the auction, believes that giving back is an important way to gain perspective.
It's just really encouraging to see, and it's encouraging for us, even though people who go through stuff like that, but yet we go through daily life stuff, and it's we complain about that, and it's just really encouraging to live a better life.
The money raised from the auction will be presented to the Guzecki family at a school assembly by the students in front of their peers. Along with the check, the family will receive some surprise items, which include a queen-size bed and over $500 in gas cards. For Spoke TV, I'm Patricia Lico.
Mustaches and muscles are more than just a fashion statement for Scott Cook. Mike Zellish spoke to the cancer survivor and how he used his muscles to support a worthy cause.
If I wouldn't have been so big and muscular, I would have died for sure.
If you were at a party, that's not a phrase you would expect to hear. But for bodybuilder Scott Cook, this was the case. At the 2012 Movember Gala, Scott told Spoke TV his story and how his team, Mo Muscle, helps to bring awareness to men's health.
They found this tumor was in Kitchener at St. Mary's Hospital. I thought I had meningitis, so they tested me for meningitis. And I did have meningitis, so they looked in my eyes and they saw the tumor in my brain through my eyes. And I was pretty much treated like dead man walking by the time I got back there. Because I survived, I feel like I owe myself, my own survival. I owe something to try and save everyone else, help everyone else. And bodybuilding is the best way that I know. And Movember is awesome. It gives us a platform.
A platform that men from all over the community, including Cameron Heights Vice Principal Kevin O'Reilly, to voice their thoughts and opinions and bring awareness to men's health issues.
What does a real man do? What's a real man? Strong, silent type? No, a real man takes care of his health so he can be there for his family.
Kitchener-Waterloo official co-chair Carl Allen Munsey explains why he created the KW chapter of the Movember campaign.
Well, personally, there's a history of cancer in my family, so it was something that was dear to my heart. And I just wanted to really get involved and sort of find out what I could do to, you know, spread the good word, really, men's health awareness, and see what I can do to get my friends involved. It's the last 2 years have been huge in terms of growth, so it's been very exciting to be part of.
The KW group has been around for only a few years, and despite having huge success and a lot of fun, our town's Mo Bros want something more. With major cities in Ontario such as Toronto, London, and Ottawa already recognized by Movember Canada, what's it going to take to get Kitchener-Waterloo officially inducted? Growing participation in the region has shown the devotion and determination of its residents to become a part of the Movember Canada campaign. Hopefully this year's numbers will speak louder than words. For Spoke TV, I'm Mike Sellish.
Canada raised over $34 million towards men's health research this year, landing the spot of the top grossing country to contribute.
Although many indulge in sweets over the holidays, the visual merchandising students of Conestoga College put on a winter wonderland of candy that won't rot your teeth. Camila Rivera checked out the sweet details.
Central Park, downtown Preston, was alive with color Saturday morning with the displays created by Visual Merchandising Program at Conestoga College. The program, designed to teach students all aspects of visual merchandising, from stage set design to fashion, often tries to look for projects within the Tri-City area. When the City of Cambridge approached program instructor Denny Ingerville, he was delighted to volunteer his class.
We have a maze we built for kids, and I'm glad to say a few of the kids have been in there giggling crazy and not able to get out right away, which means it's working. And we made a Candy Rock Mountain slide, and a whole zoo of noodles that they can run through, swimming pool noodles that they run through as well, and a tree filled with candy as well.
Cambridge City Recreation Coordinator Wanda Schaefer-Stilling said this year the effort put on by this group of students really brought Candyland to life.
They just think more creative, and the quality is great, so it's stuff that I can't buy online, I can't buy anywhere, so it's unique, and like I said, the creativeness, it really helps. I think it's a kid's winter wonderland. I think for grandparents, they even look at the retro candy. The little kids just look in awe at the big candy. So it's just a nice place for all ages.
And although this was the first year this project was assigned, the students embraced it and brought their creativity to the different parts of the park.
An estimated 2,500 guests attend every year. For Spoke TV, I'm Camila Rivera.
Five-time boxing champion Fitz the Whip is coming out of retirement. He's decided to contend for the Canadian Heavyweight Championship title. Chris Rook gets in the ring.
A 45-year-old boxer coming out of retirement for one more fight. Sounds all too familiar, doesn't it? I want to go inside and see what Fitz the Whip Vanderpool is really made of.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's ride the Whip Vanderpool!
Standing to my left is a 5-time professional boxing champion, inducted into the Waterloo County Hall of Fame, and a pretty stand-up guy, Mr. Fitz Vanderpool. Now, what makes me think I can interview you is because, I heard you are coming out of retirement to fight. Yes, I said retirement. Now, in your retirement, what have you been doing? Just, catching up on TV shows, going boating, doing the old man thing,
Actually, I've actually been working hard right now, getting myself back into shape. And just, old man, that doesn't stand very well with me. Okay, so you're talking to the wrong guy when you're talking about old.
Show off what a young 21-year-old has to offer. I feel like I could give you a run for your money when it comes to a few training exercises. Do you want to just challenge me? Is that what you're, are you sizing me up to challenge me at your own game?
You versus me is not going to be much of a challenge.
Well, let's get into the ring then, Fitzy. Well, I'm here set up in my athletic gear, and you know what, Fitz? I feel like this can't be, it can't be worth nothing. Well, I just so happens I have a little reward here. The #1 chain, aka the Spoke TV Championship.
I am going to hold that. I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best you're going to ever know.
I guess I better get training then.
Catch all that? Step into my office.
What a gentleman.
1, 2, 3, 9, 10.
8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta keep going, man. I can do this forever.
All right, everybody, the moment you have all been waiting for, the final match between Fitz Vanderpool and Chris Rook. Let me tell you, the training was great. I think I won most of the bouts, but you know what? That's fine, because it all comes down to this moment, the fight. Let's get it on. So, it seems as if I'm not as in shape as I thought. But you know what? I lost the Spoke TV Championship, but I still have my pride. So really, it doesn't even matter.
Pride? This is Fitz the Whip, signing off for Spoke TV. I'm the champ.
That's all the time we have for you this week. For Spoke TV, I'm Farrah Lev.
And I'm Jackson Wagner. For more campus news, visit spokeonline.com.